There are many different ways to evaluate AI models, especially when training or testing them. An evil simply refers to how we measure a model's ability to complete specific tasks after being trained. A small but important note: opening up the evaluation process to the public is a helpful move. It brings transparency and can help improve the models faster. If you're not already using OpenAI, you're missing out. Millions of users now rely on artificial intelligence for research, automating tasks, and creating new tools. But Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, is already looking ahead. He's talking about something far beyond chatbots or coding assistants. He's talking about AI agents, autonomous systems that can make decisions, take action, and learn independently. Understanding what he said and why it matters reveals a future that could turn the market upside down. At a high level, GPT-4 is a significant early system. It's far from perfect, slow, sometimes buggy, but so were the first computers. Early flaws didn't stop them from changing the world, and GPT-4 points toward a future where AI becomes deeply integrated into daily life. It's difficult to pinpoint one moment that marks the leap forward, but Altman notes that if history books recognize a pivotal event, it might be the launch of ChatGPT. It wasn't just the model itself, it was the human feedback process and the user interface that made it accessible. Reinforcement learning with human feedback, or RLHF, played a major role. After training a base model on vast amounts of text data, humans guided the model by comparing outputs and selecting which responses they preferred. Feeding that feedback into the model using reinforcement learning made it significantly more useful. Altman highlights how little data was actually needed to make a massive difference. The model became easier to use, aligned better with human expectations, and more accurately interpreted questions, all critical for making AI practical. The science of using human guidance to train AI is still new, but it's proving essential. How you collect human feedback, who provides it, and what you ask them to evaluate all impact how effective the training becomes. It's a complex but crucial area that will continue to grow as AI gets smarter and more widespread. Building GPT-4 required assembling a massive dataset from many sources, open databases, partnerships, and vast portions of the internet. It wasn't just about collecting data, though. It required careful curation, problem solving, and innovation at every stage of the process. Even with all the progress, there's still a lot of discovery ahead. For instance, researchers are getting better at predicting a model's future capabilities based on early training results. Although it's not a perfect science, the ability to forecast how smart a model will become is impressive and indicates that AI development is becoming more scientific. Sam Altman provided a rare glimpse behind the curtain. He openly admitted that GPT-4 is still clunky and imperfect, but that's exactly why it's so exciting. It's already capable of passing exams, writing code, and reasoning like a human, and it's only an early version. The magic ingredient that accelerated its usefulness is RLHF, a relatively small but powerful human feedback loop that dramatically improved its performance. This leads to something even bigger: AI agents. These are systems that don't just respond to commands. They act autonomously, learning and adapting without constant human oversight. When AI starts making decisions, automating research, trading stocks, hiring employees, and running operations, it will quietly but profoundly shift the market. That future is not decades away. It's already beginning. AI agents will change how businesses operate. Imagine autonomous systems managing investments, optimizing logistics, and negotiating deals. The foundation for this transformation is already here. Altman's comments make it clear that the age of AI agents is closer than most people realize. The conversation between Altman and Elon Musk sheds more light on the challenges ahead. Both agree that getting AGI, artificial general intelligence, right is critical. If humanity fails, the consequences could be catastrophic. While Musk often voices concerns loudly, Altman is more focused on quietly building safety into these systems from the ground up. Bias is another major issue. Altman acknowledges that no AI can ever be perfectly unbiased. Different users will always have different perspectives on what is fair or neutral. That's why OpenAI is focusing on giving users more control, allowing customization through tools like system messages and personal instructions. Instead of enforcing a single viewpoint, the AI can adjust to reflect the user's values and needs. This shift toward customizable AI is powerful. It means future AI agents won't just be capable, they will be tailored to individual users. They'll be able to trade stocks, manage advertising campaigns, write contracts, and handle countless tasks based on how the user wants them to think and act. Hedge funds are already testing autonomous agents that can trade faster than any human. CEOs are quietly deploying AI copilots to manage internal operations. This isn't a prediction. It's already happening. The biggest companies are preparing for a future where AI agents play a central role in business and society. Sam Altman also reflects on the deeper implications of AI development. When asked whether he thinks GPT systems are too woke, he notes that the term has become so unclear it's hard to comment meaningfully. Instead, he focuses on the challenge of making AI models useful and as neutral as possible. While perfect neutrality is impossible, OpenAI aims to offer users control over how the AI behaves, reducing friction and making AI a personal, adaptable tool. Even as Altman acknowledges the challenges, he remains optimistic. He praises Elon Musk for accelerating important fields like electric vehicles and space exploration, despite their differences. It's a reminder that multiple visions can coexist, and that progress often comes from tension and debate. Toward the end, Altman shares a truly mind-expanding idea. AI might soon help humanity solve its deepest mysteries, whether it's understanding physics, discovering alien life, or even developing faster-than-light travel. AI could guide scientists by processing enormous amounts of data, generating hypotheses, and recommending the best experiments to run. AI won't necessarily solve these problems directly, but it could become humanity's ultimate research assistant, speeding up discovery in ways previously unimaginable. The ultimate takeaway from Altman's comments is both thrilling and sobering. AI is not a distant future. It is shaping the world now. And while the technology is advancing rapidly, the responsibility remains with us. Tools must be used wisely, thoughtfully, and with awareness of their potential impact. What comes next will depend not on the models themselves, but on how humanity chooses to use them. The age of AI is here. Are you ready? If this breakdown gave you something to think about, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We have much more coming about the people, tools, and breakthroughs shaping the future.